Sister Wives star Janelle Brown just discovered a sad death on the farm. She moved to North Carolina between the end of 2023 and early 2024 as she and her daughter had just bought a farm. Now that she has settled in, there was a sad passing and she shared it with her fans and followers. So what happened? Keep reading for more details. Janelle Brown discovers sad death on farm. It has been a wild ride for Sister Wives star Janelle Brown as she struggled to figure out what was next for her after leaving Kody Brown. Her sister wife, Christine Brown Woolley, was the first to exit in 2021 and was thriving away from the plural family. She moved from Flagstaff to Utah and ultimately found love and her happy ending. As for Janelle, she knew that she did not care to mend fences with Kody. He rarely, if ever, came around, though he did attempt a reconciliation. Kody claimed that it was to get closer to his children, but it appeared he did not like losing all of his wives. The family still had their Coyote Pass land, but Janelle hoped he would sell it and give her and former first wife, Mary Brown, their investment back. Kody maintained he could not afford to pay off the land, was dodging questions, and was ultimately unsure if he would sell. However, Janelle was ready to start her new life and looked at land with her daughter, Maddie Brown Brush, in Montana. They ultimately settled on a farm in North Carolina where they could grow flowers, and Janelle relocated. Now, she is sharing a sad farm passing. This did not occur at the Sister Wives star's actual farm, Tata, but rather in Maddie Brown Brush's backyard. Janelle Brown explained Maddie has chickens and sadly one was eaten by a hawk. She admitted they do not give them names, but one just loved to wander, despite being very well protected. Janelle was heartbroken, even though chickens are more likely to get caught by predators. Ultimately, she has realized that this is now her life and tragedies like this will happen. So much love sent. Fans and followers of Janelle Brown send their heartfelt condolences for what happened. They also shared stories with the Sister Wives star of similar experiences. Furthermore, many were thrilled about her new life despite the heartbreak. "I love this new life for you, Janelle. You seem so happy as you embark on all these new adventures. Thank you for taking us along," and rip to the Dora the Explorer hen. "You can run fishing line overhead every few feet, and a hawk will not go through there. Great strength you have. I admire your outlook, Janelle. I'd be so emotional. You're like whole new person, light and happy. I got my Teflon Queen shirt yesterday, and I love it." Some even noted that they would watch a show about Janelle and Maddie's farm. Hopefully, there will be more on that when Sister Wives returns in April. What do you think of the way Janelle peacefully tells the story and her outlook on life? Let us know in the comments below. For reality TV fans, Sister Wives has long been a window into the often complex world of polygamy, where family dynamics, personal struggles, and triumphs intertwine to create a narrative that is at once entertaining and poignant. The Brown family, headed by Kody Brown, has been an open book for millions of viewers who tune in to see how Kody and his 4 wives navigate life under the public microscope. Among the wives, Janelle Brown stands out as someone who has been consistently known for her calm demeanor, practical mindset, and more recently, her efforts to grow and develop both personally and professionally. Throughout the years, Janelle has shown a different side of her life compared to the other wives. While Mary, Christine, and Robyn's storylines often delve into emotional turmoil or the intricacies of their relationships with Kody, Janelle has found herself cultivating an independent persona, becoming increasingly interested in a range of personal ventures, including a focus on health and wellness. However, during the course of filming the series, Janelle made a shocking discovery, one that would significantly affect both her and her family. A new life on the farm. In the latest seasons of Sister Wives, Janelle's life has taken a noticeable turn. After years of living in suburban areas with Kody and their children, she began to embrace a more independent lifestyle by exploring a farm-based existence. This transition marked a major shift in Janelle's life and character arc on the show. Embracing a more rural lifestyle, Janelle has been invested in growing her own food, raising animals, and taking up gardening. This pursuit of self-sufficiency was not only a personal endeavor for Janelle, but also an exploration of a new way of life. Much of her earlier years managing family dynamics, Janelle now sought an escape, a place of peace and solace where she could reconnect with nature and nurture her growing interest in health and wellness. In some of the show's episodes, viewers watched as Janelle spent more time on the farm, tending to her animals and cultivating crops. It seemed like a dream come true for her, a way to step away from the stresses of family life while still maintaining her connection to her loved ones. What was a peaceful, serene environment filled with nature's tranquility soon became the setting for an unexpected and somber discovery that would haunt Janelle's experience on the farm. The discovery. It was a sunny afternoon when Janelle made a heart-wrenching discovery on her farm, one that would alter her journey forever. While carrying out her usual chores, feeding the goats, checking the vegetable garden, and ensuring everything was in order, she noticed something out of the ordinary. A member of her small farm family, one of her beloved goats, was lying motionless in a corner of the barn. The animal, a goat she had raised from a young age, had always been energetic and lively, playing with the other animals and happily grazing on the grass. Janelle immediately went over to check on the goat, hoping it was just sick and would recover with a bit of attention. Unfortunately, her worst fears were realized when she saw the stillness of the animal's body. There was no sign of life. The goat had passed away, leaving Janelle devastated by the loss. Animals, especially those that have been raised with care and love, often become an integral part of a person's life. For Janelle, this goat had been more than just an animal. It had been a companion, a source of joy, and a reflection of her growing connection to the farm. The sadness of the discovery was compounded by the fact that she had no clear explanation for the death. There was no sign of injury or illness, and the animal's sudden passing left Janelle grappling with a mixture of grief and confusion. Janelle's immediate reaction was one of deep sorrow. In that moment, she realized that farming, like any venture, comes with its own set of challenges, some that are beyond her control. The death of the goat wasn't just a loss of an animal. It represented the harsh realities of life on a farm, where not everything goes according to plan. The emotional impact. For Janelle, this discovery wasn't simply a matter of caring for a sick animal. It brought to the surface a deeper emotional journey. Janelle's decision to embrace farm life was part of a larger plan for personal growth and healing. She had been struggling with her identity within her marriage to Kody, dealing with the complexities of their relationship and her evolving place in the family. The farm, with its promises of independence and peace, was meant to be an escape, a sanctuary where she could heal from past emotional wounds and rediscover herself. The loss of the goat struck a deeper chord than she initially realized. It became a symbol of her fears of losing control, of not being able to protect what she valued most, and of facing the unpredictable challenges of life head-on. While she had expected the farm to be a place of renewal and joy, the harsh realities of animal husbandry reminded her that even in the most tranquil settings, life can be fragile. Her grief over the goat's death was not just about the animal, but about the broader themes of loss that had permeated her life. As the first wife in a polygamous family, Janelle had often felt like a secondary figure, especially as Kody's relationships with his other wives grew and evolved. This sense of being overshadowed or neglected had weighed heavily on her, but the farm had provided a chance for Janelle to assert her independence and create a life that was hers, separate from the dynamics of her marriage. The death of the goat, in a way, mirrored the feelings of loss Janelle had long harbored within her family life. It was a reminder that, no matter how hard she tried to control her surroundings, there would always be aspects of life that were beyond her reach. After the discovery, Janelle's emotional state was one of quiet reflection. She reached out to her family, particularly her children, for support. While Kody and the other wives were not physically present on the farm, her children, who had spent time there helping with the farm's maintenance, understood the emotional toll the loss took on their mother. For Janelle, this support was crucial. It allowed her to process the grief, and it also strengthened her bond with her children, who had always been her biggest supporters. In an emotional conversation with her son, Logan, Janelle shared how the loss of the goat reminded her of the fragility of life and how, sometimes, things don't go as planned. Logan, who had spent many summers helping her on the farm, comforted his mother, reminding her that it was natural for things to die, and that, even in farming, there were lessons to be learned from every experience, even the painful ones. Kody's role in this situation was more complicated. While Janelle had always been self-sufficient, the emotional weight of the event made her question the nature of her relationship with him. She had always felt like she was navigating her life without full support from Kody, and this event was a reflection of that ongoing distance. Although Kody expressed sympathy for her loss, his ability to emotionally connect with Janelle in times like these seemed limited. It was moments like these that highlighted the deepening rift between them. Grieving and moving forward. In the aftermath of the goat's death, Janelle found herself grappling with her emotions. There were days when she felt overwhelmed by the loss and unsure if the farm lifestyle was right for her. Yet, through her grief, she came to understand that life on the farm, just like life itself, was unpredictable. The death of the goat served as a reminder that growth, whether emotional or physical, comes with its own set of challenges, some of which are heartbreaking. Ultimately, Janelle's journey on the farm continued, though the loss of the goat remained a poignant moment in her journey. She took the lessons she learned from the experience and applied them to her personal growth. It was an acknowledgement that life was fragile and that grief was a natural part of the process, even in the pursuit of something as fulfilling as farming. In many ways, the sad death of the goat became a metaphor for Janelle's evolving relationship with her family, her place in it, and her journey towards self-discovery. The farm may have been a space for Janelle to grow, but it was also a place where she learned that life, both on the farm and within the family, was a delicate balance of joy and sorrow, and that accepting both was essential for personal growth and healing. As she continued to build her life on the farm, Janelle would carry the memory of the goat with her, not just as a reminder of the loss, but as a symbol of the resilience she would need to continue moving forward in a life filled with uncertainty and change.